Are you ready? The show's about to start. Everything NBL1 West, fixtures, results, and updates is right here. Fast Break Radio, sponsored by Buckets Basketball, Base Compression, and Hoop With Them.
Hello, welcome to this week of Fast Break Radio with me, Jake Singleton. And got a big show as always. And we've had some big scorers this week. As you would have all seen, Annalie Maley was huge, 65 points. And I think it was 18 rebounds. What a huge kind of accomplishment for her. The kind of record goes to her. So that's huge to start the show. We'll talk about that in a sec. And I've got to mention my sponsors, Base Compression, Hoop With Them, Marty Nelson. He's at the back of the Redbacks as well, doing his thing. And then Buckets Basketball as well. So check them out and support them. All local as well. So have a look at their social media, follow them and see what's going on. As well me, Fast Break Radio. If you aren't following, follow on Instagram, Facebook, and normally post some stuff on there. Same as whenever the new interviews and also the podcast is out. So just for updates. But let's get into it. As always, talk about the women's division. And joining me, great friend of the show, and she's been playing really well, crazily, really well for the Mandurah Magic. It's Claire Jacobs. Claire, thank you so much for your time.
Hi, thanks for having me.
No worries. And Claire, what a beautiful backdrop you've got. I think you've won that award so far this year. It's not really an award, but whatever. But my backdrop's pretty boring. But you said you're at home and you're just out by the pool. It's pretty hot this weekend for people that aren't in WA. It's actually a pretty hot weekend for this time of the year. But how's everything been going? I guess with Mandurah, a good win on the weekend. We should talk about. You had a great game also, but back with the Magic.
Yeah, I think signing back with the Magic was the right choice for me. It's a super fun club to be around. It looks a little bit different this year than last year, but good new group, good core coming in, just all trying to figure out how to play with each other. But like you said, nice backdrop. Can't really complain when the sun's shining down here in Mandurah. But yeah, and then obviously having Mia come down for a little bit was super nice. Can't complain.
Yeah, we can talk about that as well. I guess you've grown up playing with your sisters, especially, and I know Mia's a little bit younger, but she's just come back from Oregon, which is, as you know, a huge college in the US, especially in the women's division. But what do you like playing, I guess, and be on the same team as Mia? Because you guys were on the same team, I think so, before you guys kind of played college at Lakeside. So you've done it before, I guess. But she's a big in for Mandurah this year.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the last time we played with each other was in college. She played when she was a freshman. We were seniors, so all three of us were together.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, watching her play all through her college career over the past 3 years, I was sneakily trying to persuade her to come back and play with me. And then when she said that she really wanted to come back and also play with me, I was like, oh, sweet. And then having her back is just so fun. I mean, a little bit of an adjustment trying to figure out playing together, because obviously we haven't played together in a while, but we gelled pretty easily. Like, I know what she likes to do. I've watched her whole life. She essentially has done the same with me, but I think it's just super fun, like playing with your siblings in general. Like previously when I was with Amy, super fun. Can't complain.
Yeah, and before we go more into your roster and more of the team, we got to mention Annalie, a huge 65-point game. As I said, I think it was 18 points, 18 rebounds or something. Crazy. She's been in China playing in the finals over there, so she's back. And you know what? Normally I should know the ins and outs of the league, being in my position, but I didn't even know she'd be back. She played on the weekend. And what can you say about someone that like you that could put up big numbers? They make 30-point games. As Ruby Porter had 30, I think 30 or 33 as well. That's a great game. That's an amazing accomplishment, I guess. 65 points.
Yeah, I actually was watching that game and I saw her on because I also didn't know she was back yet.
Yeah.
And then I think I turned it on at halftime and there was something crazy, like she had like 34 points at halftime, and that's what people get in whole games. But she's such a hard person to guard. I feel like it's quite hard for a team to find a matchup that's going to be able to stop her in this league. I feel like even last year. Like, she's just the momentum going forward. She's a great player. She's hard to stop. Well earned 65. Crazy to watch.
Yeah, and as well, like Sam Ashby as well back for them. But yeah, Annalie is tremendous. I've heard, I don't know if it is true, it's just rumors, but I've heard that she's getting, you might know something, but you don't need to say anything. But supposedly she's maybe getting a chance at a training camp with the LA Sparks. So I've heard some rumors. There are some offers there, I've heard, to go back to the WNBA. And someone told me that it may be this week. So, yes. Yeah. So, look, I'm not the greatest at, I guess some of the rumors, but this is just what I've heard. So, that'll be a tough loss for the Redbacks. But imagine if they had her. I feel like if they had her all season, she'd be the MVP easily. And that's why this year I looked at like Chloe Forster and had a couple others in mind. But I think Annalie stays for a full season. I think she'd have a record season in the NBL1 West.
I think she definitely has an impact, a very high impact, especially with the way she's scoring super efficiently. And not even just that. Most people tend to be really good at one thing. Then you have to try and stop her on the boards as well. She's a great player.
Yeah, so that's huge. So we'll see how it goes. But I guess we love having her in the league. It just brings the more media, more eyes to the league, which is great. But yeah, we'll quickly move back to your girls as well. I'm just gonna make sure. I spoke to Vlad a few weeks ago, and I guess Vlad has been a long time head coach with Mandurah. Is he a big reason why maybe you've signed back at Mandurah?
I think he was definitely a good chunk of the reason of why I came back. I mean, like I said last year when I talked to you, I've known Vlad, my bad, since I was in high school. So I've known him a super long time. And then me coming last year, I had a very good season growth-wise and just keep moving forward. I think he really helps me, not only like on an individual level, but as like a team level, moving forward for like where I want to go next in my career. So I think it's pretty easy, like choice. There's a lot of good coaches in this league, but I really like Vlad and what he does in benefits to myself.
And as well, someone that's been addition to the team, which I was really excited to see her actually join Magic. I feel like she was a good fit. I feel like she'll fit mostly anywhere she's put, and that's Sian Hayward, as well. As we know, she's played in the WNBL this season with the Willis Tigers after coming back from college. Sian, I think, is also young and still improving. So, another good addition to the team, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we have pieces coming in that can build, and we can build with each other throughout the year. Like, we can each make each other better. I mean, I obviously live with Sian at the house now, so she's just such a good person and a person you want to be around. And like her work ethic and things like that, she just makes you want to get better yourself. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting to have her for the rest of the season, even just pushing a lot of our younger girls this year through that 1 and 2 spot. She's really showing them kind of what they have to do and where they have to be able to play in this league.
And as well, I know there's been a tough kind of start of the season for Erin Antosh, coming from the Goldfields. She won, I think it was like her first week in the league, she won Player of the Week or something last year.
She sure did.
And she's really, really an exciting player. And I know Vlad, I spoke to him off air before I spoke to him, and he was really excited that he got, Erin to come and play in Mandurah. But she's gone down with an injury. I think it was like her nose. She's broken her nose or something. But a tough loss for your girls. But, with Erin on the team, she must have been excited when you heard that she was joining.
Yeah, definitely, because I had known Erin previously anyway. So when I was played in the UK, we were on the same team over there in Nottingham. So funnily enough, when she texted me, I think a couple weeks after she'd signed or something, and told me that she was coming, which is super exciting because she did really well over in Kalgoorlie last year. I think she averaged double-double, which being a player from her size is not surprising. But obviously it sucks that breaking your nose literally the second week you get here. But, things happen in basketball. Injuries happen. You never really know. I think we're excited for when she comes back. She's just working through that because there's really not much she can do. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, tough start for Erin, but we'd love to hopefully get her on the court soon. And, big addition to the squad. And as well, quickly, Jade Galland. I know Jade coached her at East Perth Eagles. She hustles. She can shoot the three as well. I think second year with you girls. So she's looking pretty comfortable, averaging 8 points and 7 rebounds. So, another teammate that I guess helps with the heavy lifting in the squad.
Yeah, definitely with Erin out, she's stepping up into a bigger role, which I think that she can handle. She's a good impact player when she comes in, brings a lot of energy. Now starting typically off the bench, brings a lot of energy to our team. Was pretty good for us while Erin's out on the boards. Had 13 yesterday. Really just trying to feed that into her. But no, playing with Jade is fun. She's also like, I think one of the main things about Mandurah is everyone is such a good person, and it's so community and family based. Like especially his family, like really embody that, and then just spread it to everyone else. So I mean, again, like she's super fun to be around. Brings a lot of light and energy to the team, especially during practices, especially when we have like the Erin's injured and things like that.
And also someone I really, really like. I think she's been kind of out of basketball a little bit over the couple of years, maybe. Georgia Adams played college. She's played for Vlad before as well. And as I said, I watched that East Perth game, and she really stepped up and had a good presence in that game as well.
Mm-hmm. I think with George just coming back, like her mindset, just getting into the flow of things, like she's super aggressive already, which is what we need. When she finds her flow, like getting reps in, because obviously coming back from college, she had a bit of time with injury, but now she's back and healthy, and we're super excited to have her.
And I want to quickly go back to Mia before we get into the games. How is it playing with her? I guess, like, as you said, you've played on teams before, played in college, as you mentioned. Do you guys go at each other? Is it a different kind of relationship on the court, especially her being your younger sister as well? Is there times you have to, get her in the right frame of mind if something goes wrong? I don't know. Is there any? How are you guys on the floor together? When I saw that game against East Perth, looked fine together, and I know you both are professionals. So, but yeah, like I guess when shit goes, when hits the fan, how do you guys kind of communicate with each other?
I think it's a bit of still trying to figure that out ourselves a little bit. Now that we're both a bit older and things like that. But it's definitely like if I need to hear something, she'll tell me. If she needs to hear something, I'll tell her. And I mean, like, just bouncing off each other a little bit right now. Obviously, at the end of the day, I've been here a bit longer. I'm a bit older. I tend to be the one that is more influential in what I say, just by virtue of the things that I've done here so far. But pretty smooth. I mean, she knows what she has to do and what needs to be done, and so she doesn't even need me to tell her half the time. She'll figure it out on her own.
And as well, she's got the coaching staff as well. That's the job, and you can also focus on doing what you need to do. But yeah, as I said, we can go through the games. But for you this season, averaging 29 points a game so far, and I'm just sorry, I just actually lost your stats. But yeah, four assists, 3 rebounds as well. What a great start! I guess it's how do you feel you've done so far in your first 3 games this season?
I feel like, I mean, I'm not going to be happy with the numbers that I'm putting up. I feel like they're pretty good numbers to start with. There's a few things that I want to get better at, obviously, and make more of an impact on, especially like rebounding wise on the court. But I'm happy with where I'm at right now. I'm going to continue to build as everyone does throughout the season, but nothing to be sad about right now. I mean, our team's got a winning record right now. I've got stats that are a good baseline. I mean, from here we just keep building.
And like, I know you've played multiple seasons, but Like looking at the Willerton season when you're at Willerton in 2024, 17 points a game, 4 rebounds. In 2025, up that to 22 points a game, nearly 5 rebounds. And yeah, hopefully we can stick around that 29. And I think from watching you play, especially last year, I can see another level. There's another level that you've gone up and really taking a lot of the load at Mandurah. And yeah, I think you're having a great season so far. I know it's only round 3, and I guess you're like, let's not get too excited. But I think this year we could have you in the MVP voting. Like, I feel like you could be in top 5 this year.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
But is that something I guess you would strive for, or I don't know how you are in general, if it's more of a team situation, or are you looking to hopefully be in that MVP talk?
I think it's always something individually to try and strive for, like obviously that top 5 to be up with the highest level caliber players in this league. I mean, to be in that conversation is something that I think everyone really does strive for anyway. But amongst that, like also I'm pretty much equal with team success. Like I want to make the finals. We want to go deeper in the finals. Like I think I'm more concerned about the team. And then when the team is successful, I'm successful, which then comes with the other individual accolades.
Yeah. Well, I think you're having a great start to the season. And we'll go to the games we had for round 3. First off, we were just speaking about it. Annalie Maley, her huge game, 113 to 102 win for the Perth Redbacks over the Tigers. But I think it's crazy, no disrespect to both teams, but she had 65 points, Annalie, and the Tigers still only losing by, the 9 points. So I think the Tigers stuck with them pretty well. I guess, like you said, what can you do to stop Annalie? There's not many people in the league that can actually stop her because of her length, her rebounding ability, her scoring ability, her physicality. But yeah, I think that's at least a positive for Willerton, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely wanted to win that game, but I mean, I don't think that if you take away like that one player, the rest of their game, I think that they're obviously not having the success that they're hoping to have as early. But Willerton are always a good team. They're always a strong team that always pushes through and finds a way. So hopefully not when we play them next week. They don't start clicking it all together. But I mean, they'll always find it, and obviously trying to guard melee is always going to be hard work. So
yeah, and Sam Ashby as well, as I said, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. She was spending her time in the UK also, and I think it was Germany she was in, or
I think it was Germany.
Yeah. And then also Olivia Berry, 11 points off the bench. Shanae Hartree as well, adding 6 points. Willerton, Ruby Porter, 30 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. I think that was one of the big signings, especially this year. Them getting a Ruby. I think she fits in pretty well as well. Emma Gandini back into the team, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 7 steals, and Ruby, as I said, 30 points in that one. And then I think it was Emma Calvert as well, 24 points, 7 rebounds. I think that was her first game of the season, if I'm correct. I have to see quickly.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, Durden off the bench with 8 points. Yeah, so like an old team for you, Willerton. They always have a great team every season. As I said, I love Ruby Porter on this team. Emma Gandini. They're still waiting on. You'll know who they're waiting on.
Oh, Alex Fowler.
Sorry, yeah.
Yep.
Alex's name always doesn't stay in my mind. But yeah, Alex as well. So when they get her, I feel like they'll be an actual true contender, even though they've struggled and haven't won a game so far.
Yeah, they have a lot of good pieces in that team. And I think that obviously with a new coach, fresh faces coming in, fresh faces coming back, everyone's kind of just trying to get their pieces in, trying to start figuring out how to gel. And I think give it a couple more weeks and everyone's going to be full steam ahead and our games get a lot more tighter, a lot more balance between who who's going to be competing for those top spots, to be fair.
Yeah. And then we'll move to the Rockingham Flames getting the win over the Slammers. And Slammers have really still been improving, but wasn't good enough to take it to Rocco. Rocco 90 and the Slammers 64. Cassidy Lacey at Remeka with 18 points, 9 rebounds. Then Bostic, their import, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Bree Chalk, after her big game, 29 points last week, just the 10 points is 6 rebounds. And then for Rocco, Amy Atwell, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Sammy Whitcomb, the double-double, 18 and 12 and 9 assists, so nearly a triple-double for her. Tej Morel, a double-double also, 13 points, 14 rebounds. And that would also be a tough, 3 players to stop in the league if you had Sammy all season. I've heard that she's leaving on Wednesday. Not sure where she's going. I don't know if it's the States or somewhere else, but she won't be with the roster for a while, I would say. But yeah, even like having Tish, the defending MVP, and then also Amy Atwell. So I guess it's great for you because I would say you are on the brink. And this is just from like my point of view. And I feel like you're on the brink of that, WNBL roster and hopefully something that you could break into if that's what you want to do. But like playing against Amy, Tej Morel, I know you haven't played against Amy this year, but having like WNBL players in the league, it must be great for the competition. And I feel like someone who, like yourself, really, really enjoys playing against them.
Yeah, no, we actually did play Rockingham already. So we did
Oh,
play
my bad.
Amy.
I'm so sorry. No, yeah,
but that
sorry.
was
You
like
played
the first week.
That was round 1. I'm so sorry. Yeah, round 1.
Yeah, so obviously no Tej, no Sammy, but we did play against Amy.
Yeah.
But like you said, I do really enjoy playing against like all the WNBL or really high level players, and super exciting. I mean, it's definitely something I'm working towards, trying to break into that WNBL. I mean, I think that's most Aussies' goals. So I think that's like something I am trying to do. So hopefully, but no, it's even talking about the game that just played Rockingham with them 3, like is really hard to beat. Even Slammers, I know that they have a pretty good team this year coming up. Like I'm pretty sure they won their first game or. So, I mean, Rockingham, it was pretty close to like half time, I'm pretty sure, and then Rockingham kind of put the throttle down and kind of got the win.
Yeah, well, they were actually leading at the start of the end of the first. Sorry, 16-14. So, and then Rocco scored 28 in that second quarter to Slammers 10. So yeah, till the first quarter, it was neck and neck, and yeah, Slammers had the lead. So great. And Amy Atwell's been doing really well. A great leader for Rocco. Have been playing big minutes. But the Slammers, as you said, young team, and hopefully they can build some momentum from that win last week. But yeah, always tough when you go up against Sammy, Amy, and even Tej Morel. And even speaking about you kind of on the brink, a few years ago when Tej wasn't in the WNBL, I was huge on her getting to the WNBL. And I'm going to do the same for you. I'm going to mention it every week because I believe that you're someone that definitely should be in the conversation. So I'll keep mentioning you every week, like I did with Tej.
Just manifest it happening.
I manifested not saying I did it for Tej, but I'm just saying I always used to mention that why is she not in the WNBL? So I'm also going to help you out with that. I'll bring some vibes, like some positive vibes to you. For hopefully to get into the WNBL in the upcoming season. But next Warwick Senators and the East Perth Eagles. I was commentating this one. It was a huge clash, and it looked like Senators, especially in the first quarter, they were up pretty big. And well, at the end of the first quarter, it was a little bit closer, 19-15. And at the end of this one, the East Perth Eagles came out with the win, 85-80. Jada Clark was really good in this one. She had 10 points in the first quarter. That's what she's averaging this season. 30 points, 8 rebounds for her, 2 assists. Chloe Forster, they kept her a little bit quiet in that first half, but she finished with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. And Mackenzie Clinch-Hoycard with 9 points and 6 rebounds. And then East Perth Brooke Malone was massive in the third quarter. She hit 4 3-pointers to get her team the lead, and they had a bit of a commanding lead for a little bit. And then, as you know, the Senators, they were fighting, trying to get it back, and just couldn't in time. And Jasmine Fijo, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Stacey Barr also 18 points. And Jade Williams, I was really happy about Jade. I think she has, I guess being in a different country, different league, it's going to, she's going to have a slow start. I think she has to the start of the season, but 11 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. I think that's a tough thing for the league, a scary thing for the league, because their whole starters had, well, all their starters had double digits, and also Sydney Wright with the 10 points. Another scary team, and as we were saying off air, like they had Sarah Mortensen, and I spoke about this, I think, with Vlad at the start of the season, and we were saying, will they mesh? Will they be able to play together? Right now, they've shown they can, and let's see what happens when Sarah gets here. But that's a scary team.
No, definitely. I started watching the game also, and I thought that, like, Jada came out the gates all fires blazing. She was playing crazy.
Yeah.
As she always does. She's a great player. And then obviously Chloe had a great game. So initially I was like, oh, we're gonna get this one done. And obviously playing Eagles the week before, I'd known, like, they're so consistent on the board. Like, they have 5 or 6 players that they can just sub through and are all quite good. And Fijo's come in this league, and she's super consistent, and she knows her role and knows what to do, and she gets it done for the past, like, 3 weeks or so, gets her job done, like, which is quite hard to do week in and out. And then obviously they have Brooke, who came in big, hitting those shots and things like that. So, I mean, should be a tough team to come up against, especially when they do get Sarah back as well. But should be, like, an exciting challenge for most teams coming in.
Yeah. Do you kind of, I guess it is a worry, but is it kind of like an inviting challenge? You're like, yeah, let's go. Let's see who the best is. Let's see who can take this game, I guess.
I'm not speaking for everybody, but I like a challenge. I mean, especially being, like, the underdog and then coming and winning is always, like, a big thing. Like, I feel like, especially going to Mandra's always, like, a little on the outer skirts, far away a little bit. It seems as the underdog a little bit, and then we come out and we play with such aggression and things. So I personally don't mind, and I really like playing better teams. I feel like that brings the best out of my game, especially. Like, I want to play the good players, and I want to play well against the good players, and I want our team to be successful against the good teams, not just the teams that you're supposed to beat.
Yeah, definitely. I actually spoke to Jasmine Fijo after the game, so I'm going to pop that in right now for everyone to have a look at. Jasmine, a huge win tonight for your Eagles girls, and especially for Janelle and Stacey coming back to Warwick, and as well for you, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and it was a great third quarter, great second half. How are you girls feeling after that win?
Yeah, look, we're really happy with that win. I think it was definitely special for Janelle and Stacey, knowing that they were part of Senators. We're just really stoked to get the win and play our game. So we're just really happy.
You're a defensive player of the league for last year in the Central, and a huge addition, I think, for the Eagles and for Janelle. And how are you loving your time in Perth?
Yeah, Perth is amazing. It's definitely, with the league, it's definitely different to Adelaide. And I was the defensive player last year, but I mean, it's a new season. I'm in a new league. There's so many new things. The girls, they all want to play defense. So it's it could literally be, anyone could get votes for defensive player. So, I mean, it makes my job easier, but we're all on the same page, which is really good. So.
And, speaking about the other girls, Jada Clark was amazing tonight. She had 30 points. And then also Chloe Forster had a bit of a struggle early on. Was she maybe a big focus for you girls?
Yeah, for sure. We had to respect everyone, and hats off to them. They're all great individual players and they're a great team. But Jada and Chloe, especially, they're just really great, talented players, and our focus was definitely on Chloe and Jada. And then, they both make really tough buckets, so hats off to like they made very, very tough buckets, and that was our goal, to make everything as tough as we can for them. But we knew that they were going to get their points, so just make it tricky for them.
Well, Jasmine, 3-0. So you start the season. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you so much. Yeah, happy.
And Jasmine, what a great game. And as well, like I said, she's Defensive Player of the Year. I was going to say defending Defensive Player of the Year. Got me tongue-tied. From the NBL1 Central. So adding her to the team was huge. And I always thought she was a person that could come and play in Perth, because her sister being here, Talia, who played for the Lynx for a few years ago and played for East Perth, and she's actually on the roster, but having a couple little injuries here and there. But I could always see her coming and playing, and she finally has. So I always kind of had a feeling she would join us in the West. But a great signing for East Perth, and we'll see how they go when Sarah gets here. Not sure when that is, but I know it's going to be tough to watch. But the next game will go on Saturday, and that was your game, Claire. It was a big win for your girls, 82-64 against the Suns. And before we go into to the scorers, must be happy to get that win, especially a young Suns team. They've got a few good pieces in Gabby Bronson, even Ella Averill going there, Alyssa Bowen, up and coming player. You must have been happy to get this win.
Yeah, I know our team definitely wanted this win, especially with obviously Erin being out, having a few other pieces not here yet, just securing the wins that we need to get early was important. I mean, by no means was that an easy win. It was quite an aggressive game, and I feel like a lot of people within our team also stepped up. Like, we had a lot of people obviously not playing so we needed our bench more so than we typically might. But super fun game. Everyone got around each other, and it was just like a chip away type game. It was pretty close throughout most of it. We struck our lead out in the third. Then there was just a game of they had some runs, we had some runs, but kind of just mainly maintaining that lead to the end. But for us, it was just an important win to get, essentially.
And yourself, 33 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. Sydney Mears as well, 15.6 rebounds. Sean Hayward with 13. And then Jade Gallen, a big double-double, 13 points, 13 rebounds. I also, I was going to mention Sydney, but she's also stepped up, especially from last year, and a really good piece also. So big game, a good game for her, 15-6.
Yeah, no, she, not even just talking on offensively, she has taken the role and she took Bronson, who was their leading scorer, who was averaging close to 20 or something, and we knew that if we stopped her, we stopped a lot of the Suns' momentum going forward, since she's such a key player for them. If she gets going, the others just feed off of her, and I think Sid did a great job on her. I think she limited her to 13 or 14, something like that, which is great. But I think her having that role has helped her establish kind of she's our lockdown defender on the other people, and her and even Georgia, when Georgia comes on and taking that role too. I mean, it's like a tough job that no one really wants, but it's but you kind of want it at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but then her being able to come on and be aggressive offensively, and then get obviously the 6 boards and stuff, was big for us, and so got to give a little shout out to her in doing that, doing all the grunt work.
And then for them, as you said, Gabby Bronson with the 14 points, 8 rebounds. Yumi Knoll as well, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Alyssa Bowen, 8 points and 6 rebounds. And even off the bench, Danae Sivic as well, 8 points for her. And someone I always mention to watch out for is Alyssa Bowen, 18 or 19 years of age, and she has a long career ahead of her as well. So I think looking at college, I've heard, so we'll see what she's going to decide. But a very good win. And what was Vlad's message to you guys after the game?
He basically essentially said what I just said. He's glad that the people that needed to step up stepped up, that we got a team win, and essentially that's a good win to have. And that we got it done. So, I mean, obviously, he's always going to say some things that we need to work on and do better for next week. Obviously, I think everyone coach is going to say that, but
Yeah.
overall was a positive message and just building blocks.
I think coaches, no matter the win, if it's a close win, a huge win, there's always going to be negatives. The coaches always, as you would know.
They're always going to tell you what you need to do better.
Yeah, and I love Vlad. Vlad helps me out with the show, and every time I need to speak to him, he's free. So, yeah, I always shout out Vlad because, yeah, great coach. And I'd love to see him and you girls, get further in the finals because you're always, in that, top 6, top 5. And, yeah, I'm hoping that we really can see Erin. And then also I know I've spoken to him on the show and there is another import that needs to be announced. So, or new player that needs to be announced. So that's going to be exciting. Also, and then last game of the round, that was last night also on Saturday, the Joondalup Wolves and the Coburn Cougars. I actually just went down to watch this one. And yeah, the Cougars getting a 92-73 win. And first quarter, I sat down. I got there a little bit late in the first quarter. And I get there and the Coburn Cougars already have a 15-point lead. And they finished the quarter 36-16, and the Wolves looked depleted. I looked at their bench, and they looked disassociated. And I was like, oh no, here they go. This is going to be an ugly one. And the Wolves won quarter 2, quarter 3, and came back into it. And they really took it to the Cougars. And I think at one point, someone maybe watching might, say, no, Jake, that's not true. But I think they actually led by a point or something. They did tie the game up, and the Wolves fan base were going crazy and cheering on their girls. It was a good turnout at Joondalup. And then, in the last quarter, Coburn Cougars showed their dominance. They outscored them 29-13. No Darcy Garvin, no Steph Gorman, and I'm forgetting as well. I think there was a couple outs, but Chibber was great in this one, and that's why I've really circled them as a favourite, and they've been really good. And Joondalup had some really good moments, but it was the first game for Johnson, their new import. She had 13 points, 4 rebounds. Pierre-Louis, also 16.6 rebounds. Yamaya Morris, 10 points and 12 rebounds. And then also congratulations to Ella Thornton-Elliott, 150 games for her, 17 points, 4 rebounds. And, yeah, she was part of that kind of comeback and hitting a few threes. So she would have been happy with her performance. And Georgia Smith off the bench, she also came off, hit a couple of threes as well with 6 points. So, unlucky loss for Joondalup. But, Coburn were great. Jessie Edwards, 29 points, 9 rebounds for her, huge game. Chibber, 17 points, 5 rebounds. Jill Williams as well, 16 and 6. J.S. Gafidi, a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Alira Fotu, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Another team that is just scary as well. They haven't lost a game in, I don't know, I think nearly 2 years or just under 2 years. But, yeah, I don't think you saw this one, Claire. You would have been playing. But, a big win for Coburn. And looking at their roster, they just look so dominant. And as I said, without Steph Gorman, without Darcy as well. So, yeah, they look scary as well.
No, definitely. I did not see this one. This is like the one game I didn't see. But I did see the clips of Jessie, the little highlight reel, and I mean, love Jessie. So I'm really glad. It just seemed like she had a dominant takeover type vibe in the game. But Coburn have so many good pieces, and even Joondalup this year, like even just looking at their starting lineup, have a lot of good pieces as well. So quite surprising that to hear like when you got there was like 16-36 or something, because that's just crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously not surprised that they came back. But at the end of the day, like, Coburn have been doing this and know how to win and how to win substantially. So I think it's going to be a challenge for most teams to try and stop them and stop the momentum that they have moving forward. Because to be fair, if I was them, my confidence would be skyrocketed. So
yeah. And I was thinking, oh no, this is maybe the first loss that they're going to have, and they're going to lose this one, and their streak's over. But they took care, and Jessie was a huge part of it, Chibber as well, and all of them. But that was a really, really big game. And you have a connection as well with Jessie, which we can speak about because that's all the games we've had for the round. And we're going to speak about you quickly, and then we'll move on and speak about the games in round 4. But yeah, you were in New Zealand in the, I guess, off season, really, end of the year, and you're playing for Southern Hoi Ho as well. And yeah, Jessie was a teammate. And just quickly talk about your season over there in New Zealand.
Overall, we had a pretty successful season. I mean, we didn't end the way we wanted to. Obviously, everyone wants to win the chip, but got knocked out
Yeah.
in the semis, unfortunately, by my old Mandurah teammate, McKenna.
McKenna Dale, yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that knocked it out. It hurts a little bit, but it's right. No, but obviously playing with Jessie, I've only ever really heard of like playing against Jessie when she was at Coburn and things like that. So getting to play with her, the way she moves up and down the floor was pretty cool. I really liked the New Zealand League over there. It was quite competitive. A lot of good faces. A lot of the girls over there play in the South and NBL1, things like that. A lot of girls who previously had WNBL experience, some WNBA experience. So, I mean, for me personally, I really enjoyed competing against such good other players and things like that over there. It was super fun.
And I think your sister Amy also was playing at the time. And yeah, like I guess you love. Well, she was at Perry Lakes as well last year, so you've gone head to head with her. But was it, I guess, a little bit refreshing to go over to New Zealand away from the family, and to know? I don't know how far you guys were, but at least she's in the same country, and it's if you need to see her or try and talk to her, I guess you can. But and as well, you guys are twins, so this thing about twins, it's hard to separate. But yeah, how was that to have her as well in New Zealand last year?
I thought it was super fun. Obviously, when the time that she came over was like towards the end of our season, but funnily enough,
Okay.
the week that she got there was the week that she was playing us. So her first game in New Zealand was against us, and it was playing against her was just fun. I mean, we were completely on opposite sides of New Zealand. Like she was up in Auckland at the top, and I was at the bottom in Dunedin. But I managed to see her that weekend, and then another weekend when we played Fly up there, and that you fly out through Auckland. So I stayed an extra day and a half, and watched one of her other games. Obviously not getting to see her a whole bunch because usually we're in different parts of the world besides NBL1. And to be fair, when I came down to Mandurah, we're about a good 45-minute drive away from each other. So
yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good to see. And do you guys have that? Like, how do you guys play against each other? Are you very head-to-head competitive? Do you go a little bit easy on each other? How is it? What's your mindset when you're going head-to-head against each other?
There is no easy mindset going against each other. From like when we were from babies to now, it is like the most competitive we will probably ever be against another person. Between us two, like just no, neither of us want to lose, and we get in so many debates and arguments about don't even ask us about which one you think is better, which one you think is going to do something, because we will argue for hours with you about it.
Yeah.
But I think like it just only helps us. Like the same with Mia. If you ask me, any three of us, we will get into arguments about how competitive we will be, and no one's letting anyone win easily.
Mm-hmm.
Playing each other is like, it's fun, but it's also the worst thing imaginable because of how competitive we are.
And I think I was sitting behind your parents as well at East Perth, and do they have to step in at all if there's a especially maybe if there's at home or if it's about basketball? Do they have to step in, or do they just let you fight it out?
Well, when we were younger, they used to just when there was crying involved, they had to step in there. Now my dad usually comes, and if we're playing one-on-one, my dad's like the officiant, the one that passes the ball, things like that. We can't really play with no guidance there anymore because fouls become imaginary between the three of us. But yeah.
Who's getting the win? If you're playing like a scorer wins, I guess, three of you. I bet you're going to say yourself, but who's Yeah, you definitely taking advantage of it, and you're beating both your sisters.
Oh, I will, even if I have, which I haven't, but if I have lost them, I will never say it either way.
Yeah.
We haven't played each other in a little bit, to be fair.
Okay.
It's been a little bit since we played 1-on-1, but if we're going off of records of sibling versus sibling in actual games, I'm winning because I've
Yeah.
beaten both of them.
Okay.
So I'm just putting that out there. That technically, if we are counting something, I'm winning.
Yeah, you're winning. You definitely have it in the brain, or definitely have their number. So yeah, no, it's good to see, and especially with Mia joining this year. And quickly before we get into our player of the round and also next week's games, how proud of you of Mia, because like she's had an amazing collegiate career, and she made I would see lots of posts about her. I would just be scrolling, and I'm not even looking at basketball stuff, and Mia would come up, and yeah, like Oregon is, top 5, maybe top 3 women's collegiate programs. She played with, future WNBA players, and yeah, she's been amazing. So how was that to see her? And I think you went over there for, was it her senior night as well? So how was that for you to see that kind of accomplishment, and I guess see her last collegiate game also?
I love when people ask me because I'm like her biggest fan. Me and Amy, at one point when she was playing, our Instagrams turned into a fan page, posting her all the time because she was so successful. I mean, obviously, I think everyone's proud of their siblings. I think me and Amy more so because that's like our mini me who's now taller than us. But
Yeah.
watching her succeed and grow and become the player that she is now, like maturity wise, like the decision making she's making, the things she's doing, the things she's working hard for, like you just have to, she puts in the work, and a lot of the things that people don't see that we get to see, like the internal motivation, like everything that's like she's gathered over the past couple years, and not even just couple years, but over like building since she was young, like her work ethic and the way that she wants things is so like commendable. Like it's really fun to watch, and then her getting the success and the accolades that come with all the hard work she's put in is so well deserving. And it's like you can't not want to share it for your little sister. Like you
Yeah.
can't not want to be happy for her, and like everything that she's doing and that she will do and that she continues to do, I will be her number one fan. And like, she's such an exciting person to watch. She's such an exciting person to talk to be around. Like, I am so happy and so proud of her. And like, this is like literally the bare minimum too. Like, her ceiling is so high. Like, she just keeps growing. And so I'm excited for one to see it and to see the rest of her career unfold. And but even like getting to go there for senior night, and obviously the whole rest of my family came over, like so
Yeah.
we were all there, and like we're like her mini support crew. Like there is not anywhere that we would not go to go watch her play, and like America is by no means anywhere close. We would do it
Yeah.
all again. Like I didn't personally fly from here. I flew from Brazil through, but my
Yeah.
family flew from here to there for 3 days and came back. Like,
Wow. Really?
yeah, so I mean, the support she gets is earned, and I think that to be able to be fortunate enough to be able to get to go and see her, because not everyone can do that, I think is like a blessing in itself.
Well, yeah. Shout out to your sister as well, Mia, and yeah, she's had a great college career, and hopefully we see her grow more. And yeah, there's a, as you said, a very high ceiling for her. And we'll see how she goes in her career. But as well, I did forget to show you guys my interview. I'm terrible with this. I'm really terrible. I said this season I'm going to do interviews and put them into my show, and I keep forgetting to put them in and mention them. But I spoke to head coach Russell Hahn from the Coburn Cougars.
Russ, huge win for the girls here at Joondalup, and yeah, I guess that's a good start to the season as well, 3-0 for you girls.
Yeah, it's a great start. Really happy with the way the girls went about it today. It was a tough one, but yeah, they pulled through.
The girls as well were tough in that first quarter, 20-point lead.
Yep.
And then, yeah, going into the half as well, you had a nice lead as well. But then third quarter came around, everything changed.
Sure.
How did you girls had to, manage and I guess kind of answer to them in that third quarter and keep that lead?
I think in the first half we really stuck to our scout. Our words today were run and rebound. They were two things we really wanted to focus on. And I think when we went away from that in the third quarter, things kind of fell away a little bit. So once we corrected that in the fourth quarter, you can kind of see it on the scoreboard and the way that we play. I think everyone knows we play pretty fast. So when we went back to our style of play, it corrected itself pretty quickly.
And a depleted roster, really? A few girls out?
There's a few out, yeah. Look, we've got a few to come in. We've got a couple of the girls away with nationals at the moment. So, there's a few to come in, a couple to go out. But you can only play with what you got, and I was really happy with the way they all played tonight.
Jessie was huge, as usual, 29 points. I think it was 17 rebounds.
Yeah.
What did you like about her performance tonight?
Always a focal point for us. We've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. I don't think we've been getting the ball to enough. We kind of talked about that at training on Thursday. So there was a big focus on making sure we could get some touches for Jessie inside, and we know how dominant she can be in there. So great job by her, and it was good by the girls to actually find her this time.
And Chibba, amazing as well. How's it, to have someone like Chibba who's played in the WNBL a long time, NBL1 or SBL player?
Yeah.
She's a leader, I guess, for you. So how does it help for her, or help for you guys as a coaching staff to have someone like Chibba on the roster?
She's really helpful. I'll throw some ideas off her. You can ask her about her game tonight. She was really happy with it. Look, having Chib around's great. She's got a big basketball brain. She's coached teams before, and we can throw some ideas off Chib and come up with a scout and let her kind of help us out a little bit. So it's great having her around.
Well, as we were talking before, got a few to come in as well.
Yep.
Team's looking great. 3-0 start.
Yep.
Love the look of the team, Russ, and hopefully some more W's. And I think it's been how long since you guys maybe lost? I don't know.
Nationals last year, we lost the grand
Nationals.
final.
Yeah. So
everyone forgets that one. Yeah.
well, yeah. Well, Russ, thank you so much for your time.
Cheers, mate.
And Russell, great guy as well. Love Russell. Had a great chat as well. So missed a bit of the start of the men's game, but anyway, that's okay. I love speaking to everyone, and Russell's a great guy. And then, as I said, we go to our base compression player of the week. And Annalee Maley, what can we say? We've said enough, I guess, about Annalee. 65 points, 17 rebounds, and an all-around, amazing player. And as I said, we'll see where she goes in her career, because she had some big numbers in China as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is true, that she is going and having a training camp with the Sparks as well in LA. So. Yeah, congrats to her on this week's Base Compression Player of the Week. And we will go to round 4 in the NBL1 West. And first off, we've got the Perth Redbacks taking on the Warwick Senators. Don't know about Annalee being there, but I guess it's all up in the air right now, depending on when the viewers and listeners are kind of tuning in. But I'm just going to go with Warwick in this one. They've had a pretty good start of the season, even though their first loss came against East Perth. But I think Warwick should be fine. If Annalee's there, I think it's going to be very close. And I might tip to more to the Redbacks. But I think with their WNBL talent they've got, I think they should be able to take care of Annalee and at least keep her around 30 points. But I'm going to go with Warwick anyway in this one. Claire, I don't know if you have anything or any tip.
Gonna go Warwick as well. I think Manly might have something different to say. Might come out with 70 just because we said that, but I think Warwick too.
Yeah, we'll see. Wow. And then also the East Perth Eagles taking on the Joondalup Wolves. Really exciting matchup. I think the Wolves, they have a lot more to show. They have a lot more to give. If they can play how they did in that third quarter and, late second, third quarter, then, I think they can beat a lot of teams in the league. So we need a better Joondalup Wolves. I guess they've just got to work it out in training. And someone who I thought should have had more minutes was Georgia Smith. She had a great shooting. Well, the first few minutes she was shooting the ball really well. Got subbed off and I think got a little bit maybe cold and missed a few shots that she would normally hit. But I'd love to see her get more minutes as well. She's going to be a big part of this team. And Ella Thornton-Elliott also. But East Perth, they're so hard to beat. They're one of the only undefeated teams, them and Rocco. Coburn, sorry. So I'm going to go for East Perth in this one. But it's at Arena Joondalup, as you know, Claire. The crowd, gets behind them and pumps up their team. So anything could happen, but I'm just going to go with East Perth in this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I feel like it's pretty even in my head, especially if both teams I don't know about this one. It should actually be a really exciting game to watch, to be fair, but I'm gonna give it a draw because I don't know.
That's
I don't
fine. Yeah.
know. I usually am pretty good at like picking one or the other, but this one I think will be pretty close.
Yeah. They have some good matchups as well, so they might match up really well. But as you said, it's going to be a really good game. And then a former club of yours, Lakeside, taking on the Coburn Cougars. And Lakeside have started off, okay this season, good, and they're looking really well. They got a win against the Wolves at the start of the season. But I can't go against Coburn, even with, I don't know when Darcy's back. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see a few of their players. I think they're going to be out for a bit longer. And then we're not sure when Danny's coming in. But with the roster they have, Steph Gorman, I've heard that she's out for a while, maybe even the rest of the season. So I'm not sure. But, I've got to go Coburn on this one. Claire?
Yeah, I think Coburn as well, but I think Lakeside will give them a run for their money. But I do think Coburn might edge them out a little bit.
Yeah. And then last game on Friday is Eastern Suns taking on the Southwest Slammers. Two young teams that are looking for wins, especially early in the season. Eastern Suns haven't won a game. Slammers, they've won one, lost two. I think it's going to be Southwest Slammers. I'm going to go with the Slammers in this one. But you just saw Eastern Suns. What do you think they have to do to get this win against the Slammers?
Oh, it's hard. I don't know. They have like a lot of good pieces. I think that when they get all their everything really connecting, I mean, they obviously work really hard, and as long as their like key players have good games, I think that they'll find some more success. But I think I'm going to be with you and say Slammers are going to get that one too.
Yeah, their imports have been really good. Bri Bailey's been playing okay, good. We saw a big game from Breach Hawk as well. So, anything can happen. But I think we're pretty close with the Slammers. We'll see. And then we've got a match-up on Saturday, and it's your Mandurah Magic Girls taking on Willetton, an old club of yours. A very new look with Sue Williams at the head coach position there. This is going to be a really interesting game. I think Saturday night we've got some good games, but I think this is one of the favourite games. I guess you don't want to talk about everything you're going to do, but what have your girls... you don't want to give away all your secrets, but what have you got to do against Willetton on Saturday night?
I think a big thing for us is going to be taking care of the ball. Obviously, having Gandini and a lot of their other little guards applying full court ball pressure the whole game is obviously a challenge for every team, no matter who it is. But having such good defensive players up there, I think turnover is going to be a key thing for us. And I think maintaining their key players, like I'm horrible with names.
That's right. You got you're gonna have to.
The names were just in my head. Oh, Porter. There we go. Obviously stopping Porter, stopping Gandini. Obviously having their new big import in Calvert, and then depending, I don't know if Fowler's going to be there. With any luck, everyone seems to come back when they play Mandurah. So obviously stopping those 3 or 4 players from really taking over the game, I think, is obviously going to be key. So I would say that those two probably are going to be our main goals, and then executing our stuff the best we can.
Yeah. Well, one's up. I'm going for the Magic.
Hey, I like it.
One's up, Magic fans. It is at Willetton. But yeah, and I also want to ask you, I love coming down to Mandurah. I even say it to Vlad. I really enjoy watching a game. My dad lives down in Mandurah Way, so we try and pull up to some of the games. What do you love about playing in front of the home crowd in Mandurah?
I don't know if it's just because we're not as close to the city, but it's like such a community thing. Like a lot of familiar faces and a lot of the community come every week. I mean, a lot of my family also live down here, so they all got their little season membership. So I have about like 10 or 11 of my family all in this big section there,
Yeah.
which I personally love. And then just over the past couple of years, getting to know a lot of our sponsors, getting a lot of our life members, even just our other season ticket holders, like seeing those familiar faces um, is super nice. And obviously having the little kids, like I feel like Mandurah is such a community. You get the same people in almost every week cheering their heart out. We get a good decent amount of people, so I like it.
Yeah. Shout out to the Mandurah fans. They always, come out and support your girls and the guys as well. So, love coming down to Mandurah and some good game nights. And then next, Prairie Lakes Hawks and the Lakeside Lightning. I really like Prairie Lakes. They've got some good pieces. And then, as you said, Lakeside as well have been really competitive this year. They've got a game on Friday, so that's the only reason I'm going to go with Prairie Lakes in this one. So, because I think this is a really close matchup. But yeah, I'm going to go with Prairie Lakes for this one, Claire.
I agree with you about a close matchup, but I think I'm gonna go Lakeside for this one. I think Lakeside might.
Yep.
I know it's a double header, but I think they'll get it done.
Yeah. and then Coburn Cougars and the Perth Redbacks. So for them, also a double header. And I don't know why it is. Even last year, I don't think I went against Coburn. So until they lose, I'm not going against them. So, so I'm going for the Cougars. Paws up.
Yeah, I think it's definitely different if Redbacks do or don't have Melee. But especially like so exciting if she is going over there. But not as exciting for her team. But
yeah,
I think Coburn. Yeah.
Coburn, yep. And then last game of the round, the Rockingham Flames. They've got to travel all the way to the Goldfields, take on the Goldfields Giants at Evolution Mining Stadium. I can't go against the Flames as well. I know it's a tough journey and it does take it out of you, but I think the Flames will be ready for this one, and I think they'll get the win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rocco as well. It is a journey.
It is. You can say, you can say it again. But that's all the games for the women's division. And get down to your local stadium because there's a lot of games happening this week, and there'll be hopefully one close to you, but or even travel to watch your team. I guess for Rocco, the fans won't really be traveling, but that's about it. But Claire, I really appreciate your time. It's always great to have a chat with you, and doing great things with Mandurah, and especially it's great to have your sister on the roster as well. And can't wait till your team is hopefully in. You got your full girls together, all meshing, and I think there's a lot of positives for this team. So again, as well, Claire, keep it up. I'm going to keep cheering for you to be in the WNBL as well. So hopefully we see you there. But thank you so much for your time. It's always great to talk to you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
No worries. And enjoy the pool as well. I'm pretty jealous.
Oh, yeah. It's hot out here.
But for the viewers, listeners, whatever you're watching on, don't go anywhere. We're going to be back after this, and we're going to talk the men's division in the NBL1 West. We are in the men's division, talking men's in the NBL1 West. And I'm excited to talk to my guy, Isaac Etter from the Perth Redbacks. Isaac, man, I appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Man, appreciate you. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, man. I know you moved to Perth not long ago and got married in the off season and looking for a spot in the league in the NBL1 West. And you found one, and that was with the Perth Redbacks, a new look Redbacks that we've seen from previous years, I guess. And we'll talk more about your game this week. But that was a tough one. Went in OT. a guy you know pretty well, Tayshaun Cherry, as you played in the Fast Break Elite team that we made in the off season.
Yeah.
So I'll always thank you for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like I love to support the Rhinos as well. So it was the Rhinos Spring Classic for everyone that hasn't heard about it. They've been doing it for a few years now, and a lot of NBL1 guys get to go and play. And even I stepped on the floor, and I'm not, I can't play as you saw. I'm too unfit to keep up with you guys. But yeah, actually, while we get into it, because as I said, I love to support the Rhinos. And how was that for you? What did you like about playing in the Rhinos Classic in the off season?
It was cool, man, just to get on the floor with some of the local NBL1 talent, and just, that was a point where I wanted to see where I was at compared to everybody else, and I think I did my thing. But it was cool to just see all the big names and the familiar faces competing against each other. It was cool. It was a good bump for sure.
Yeah, and someone, as I said, you were playing with Tayshaun Cherry. He had a big game against you guys, which was tough. But as I said, before we get into that, you've been married and everything. You've been really busy, and how happy were you to get that contract, and especially with a great club like the Redbacks?
Man, extremely happy. I remember the moment when Luke called me and wanted to offer me a spot, and I was in the kitchen with my wife, and she just gave me a big hug and was jumping up and down. It's like it was the moment I've been waiting for almost 2 years now. So it was crazy, man. It was surreal.
Yeah, well, definitely deserved, man. And you're from Los Angeles, California, and we got a few guys from LA. As I know, mostly Taylor Young, as you'll know as well, Sharif Watson. They're from the LA area in California, and I guess maybe you'll know some other guys. But how cool is it to have guys like from back home in the same league?
Yeah, man, it's really cool, and it shows you how cool it is to be in Australia. I think Australia is one of the best places to play basketball. Honestly, I honestly think it's better than Europe, and I think it's easier to adapt out here, especially with the beautiful beaches and the palm trees and the nice weather and stuff. It's easy for somebody from California to adapt over here. Plus, it's great basketball. So yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much like LA, I guess.
Yeah.
So pretty easy, as you said, to adapt. And but we've played 3 rounds already. And what do you think about the competition and all the imports out there? You're not really restricted being, I guess, married. I think, if that's true.
I don't think so. I'm still an import.
Or are you restricted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still import.
But my bad. Yeah. I was 50-50 with it. But anyway, for you, how's it been, and how do you feel like the level is that we have in the league?
The level's really good, man. I think it's honestly it's getting better every year. I think it's a lot of big names joining the league now, a lot of NBL talent, and then the young guys are really cold. There's a lot of young, phenoms in Perth that are making their name and making some noise. So it's on the come up for sure. And, there's a lot of media coverage now, and it's just getting crazier for sure.
Yeah, yeah, the Redbacks are a great club. They do a great job. They're looking for a new stadium as well, and I know they've been doing that in the off season, so hopefully they can get that. But what have you loved so much? Well, I mean, what have you loved about the Redbacks community and the Redbacks so far as a club?
Man, the fans are amazing. They treat me like they treated me well ever since I got signed, and they make me feel like home. Ryan, the CEO, is a great dude. He's helped me adapt really easily. Coach Luke is a great coach, man. The teammates are awesome. It's just it's a vibe, and we gel so easily, and it's just helped me adapt, man. It's just helped me get more comfortable. So yeah, I love it here.
Yeah, and you've got, arguably one of the best guards in the league, and, you're helping him with this team carry the weight. Marty Nelson, everyone knows what he can do in WA and even Australia. Have you been talking to him, I guess, about your game as well, or does he help you out on the floor? But, a 2-part question, really. What's it like to play with Marshall?
Man, I love playing with Marshall, man. He has a crazy work ethic. I mean, he works out 10 times a day, and on top of coaching and all the other stuff
Yeah.
he does. But his work ethic is crazy, and yeah, I always ask him questions, man. He's always willing to help me with my game. He has a lot of knowledge. He's been in the league one of the longest, and he's did his thing for super long, man. So obviously I love to pick his brain and just get his advice, and he helps me with different elements of my game. He tells me what I should be working on and what I should see on the court, and yeah, it's just a blessing having him on the team for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And I've only seen you guys in the preseason, as you remember. We were at the June Lup game. You faced the Wolves, and yeah, you guys actually got the W. They were actually pretty much controlling the game, the whole game. Yeah. They went on runs. CJ Turnage was great. But yeah, I saw you guys win them, and I could see what this team can do. And I know you guys are starting off 1 win, 2 losses, but yeah, as well, another guy that's on the roster, Sean Conway. And I don't think we've seen the best of Sean. I know he was a little bit quiet in a couple of games, but there's a couple of games he's had double digits, had 20 points here and there, averaging 18 points a game and 6 rebounds. And for people who might have not seen Sean, how can you describe his game?
Man, he's a bucket. He's cold-blooded, and he's always poised, and he rarely misses, but he's a great teammate, and he's always just level-headed. He never gets too high, never gets too low. And he's that dude, man. He's warming up. Honestly, it's scary. He's not really comfortable yet, and he's still doing his thing. So crazy, but yeah, the best is yet to come with Sean, for sure.
Yeah. You've got a pretty young team, but someone who's up and coming. And so far, I know, as I said, it's only been 3 games, but good signs for Nick Floyd. And a lot of people would know him from the Perth Redbacks Hawks last year and in previous years. He's been someone that he is really up and coming. He's averaging 20 points a game and 10 rebounds already with 3 assists. Yeah, he's definitely helping out. Luke Phillips, 11 points and 5 rebounds, also coming over from Perry Lakes. And even yourself averaging 12 points and 4 assists. And yeah, there is a lot of great guys on this team. Even Michael Riley also, Malachi Cunningham, Costo Kyle, and even Josh Brabazon coming over from Willerton. So there's a few guys and a really good roster. But as well, Isaac, let's move to you. How do you feel you've done in your first season? As I said, 3 games, so I know it's for you, you've got to adjust, and with a new roster, new team, new country, I guess, for you, even though you've been here a while, but even just playing in the league. How do you feel your first 3 games have gone in the league so far?
I think they've been all right. I think I'm just constantly adapting, figuring out what I should do to help the team win, and first game was kind of a test for us. We didn't really do too good. We're still learning each other, still learning how we should be executing things and stuff like that. Second game was a good win on the road. Third game, we played a good team. Willerton, they're a really good club, and you can't really make mistakes against them, right? So they capitalize off of a lot of mistakes. But yeah, man, I'm just adapting and trying to figure out how I should get my team going. I'm learning that I should, as a point guard, I got to get dudes going, get them going basically, and then get them, put them in the right positions to thrill for us and thrive for us. So yeah, I'm just learning, really.
Yeah. Well, as you said, maybe a good chance for us to talk about the game on Friday. It was 121 to 115 win for the Willerton Tigers, and that's a huge accomplishment, I guess, for you guys to take them to overtime, and even stick with them. They are a great team, and they've got a lot of seasoned guys. Tayshawn's amazing. Even Bryce Johnson, he's so exciting. You would have, gone head to head with him, I guess, on the weekend. But Marty Nelson, 30 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Sean Conway, 26 points and 9 rebounds. And Nick Floyd as well, 26 points, 13 rebounds. And then yourself, the 12 points and 7 assists. But, Willerton as well. Tayshawn Cherry was huge, 36 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Bryce Johnson, 29 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Mike Vigor just with the 9 points, Damien Scott with 8. It was Igbekanalua, which I always ruin Tim's name, but 25 points, 9 rebounds as well for him. So, yeah, that's tough off the bench as well. But, like, I guess we can talk about Bryce, I would say, because you would have played against him more than Tayshaun. I know he's an opponent of yours, but what did you like about Bryce's game? And I know a lot of the fans who are watching might have not seen Bryce yet. So, yeah, what can you tell us about Bryce and maybe defending him on the weekend?
Oh man, he's a problem. He's really aggressive. He can shoot it. He's pretty quick like me. Yeah, he looked like he was fitting right into their offense pretty well, and he was doing his thing. He was thriving, and yeah, he was just getting to it, man. He came out aggressive. I know it's hard to adapt. Some imports it takes a minute for them to adapt in this league when they're playing Australia for the first time. But he fit right in. So yeah, he was doing his thing.
Yeah, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for the season so far. And then as we spoke about Tayshaun, I can't speak, highly about Tayshaun. He's a great guy off the court, as you would know. Yeah. Played with us in the in our Rhino Spring Classic. He's averaging 25 points, nearly 4 assists a game, and 9 rebounds. And I spoke to him, throughout the off season because I was really excited to hopefully have him back in the league this year. And he's really wanting to get that first team spot this year and be, one of the top 5 players in the league. And I think he's going to be in the MVP, talk this year. But how hard is it to defend Tayshaun when he's going off? And he had a couple big dunks as well.
Yeah, man, Tayshaun's a problem. I remember, people don't know this, but we actually grew up playing against each other when we were little kids. I used to travel down to San Diego playing tournaments in his hometown, and we used to go at it. So we've been going at it for a while, but yeah, he's doing his thing, man. He's really aggressive, and he's one of those players that when he starts to get turned, the more energy he has, the better he plays. It's a problem, man. We love playing against him. He's really fiery, and he likes to talk a little bit, but it makes the game more fun, man. It's always fun going against Tayshaun.
I spoke to him last year as well, like on the show, and he loves talking trash. But even I spoke to other imports last year, and they loved it as well. Like it was just how I guess we can say as well, maybe how Bryce Cotton said it in the NBL with Kendrick Davis. He literally said, back home, this is what happens. Yeah. And he said Aussies might find it disrespectful, but this is what happens. And coming from the States, did he give you a bit of trash talk? Was there anything?
Nah, man. I be so locked in. I don't really be talking. I be laser focused. Point guard, you can't mess up a lot, so I be focused, man. I be locked in. I don't talk to nobody.
Yeah. I knew from you. You're locked in on the game and you don't really say much. I know Tayshaun likes to talk a bit.
Yeah.
As you said, it gets him going.
Yeah.
It does get him going. But which I was really upset. I was actually commentating, so I couldn't come and watch because I've been wanting to come and watch you play and Tayshaun as well. I've seen a couple of his games. So, but like quickly for you, man. Like I know I haven't known you for a long time, but when you came and played for my team in the Rhinos Classic, and you were saying, I really want to play in the league. I really want to be in a position. So I'm proud of you for where you are, man. And I always appreciate you for coming and playing. And I'm really happy that you found a spot at Redbacks.
Man, thank you, bro. Hey, thank you for giving me the opportunity to help let me play for you. For real, that was like I feel like it was a stepping stone for me. Got to see where I was at on the court, and helped me build my confidence out here, man. So thank you, bro. My guy.
Nah, anytime, definitely. Anytime we do it again, I got to get you back. But
yeah, bro.
We'll focus on focus on your season now. But a tough loss, I guess. But what kind of positives do you think you guys can take from them? Because they're an incredible team.
Yeah, we went toe to toe with the top 5 team, and really we lost because of ourselves. Honestly, it wasn't really too much of what they did. It's just we kind of messed up at the had some mistakes down the line that cost us. So just learning from it. Hit the drawing board back at practice and just lock in for the next one. We'll be all right for sure.
Yeah. Well, you guys shot pretty well from the 3-point line, 43% as a team.
Yeah.
I know lost in the rebound count, or pretty close in the assists. They had more blocks as well, and I just wanted to look at turnovers. I guess 18 turnovers is maybe a little bit too much. They had 14, so I guess it's just things you got to clean up. And like we said, start of the season, and you guys are still young anyway, so a lot of growing to happen for the season. But we'll go to another game on Friday, which I was at. I was commentating this one on KO Sport, KO Freebies, my bad. And the East Perth Eagles getting a 19-point win against the Warwick Senators. And this was an incredible game. Warwick came out blazing, and it looked like it was going to be them all night. They led the first quarter by just about 20. I think it was 20 points, 18 points. They were up pretty big. It was 32-17 at the end of the first quarter. And second quarter, they only scored 8 points in that full quarter. And to the Eagles 24. And third quarter 22-25 to East Perth, and then Eagles were great in that fourth to lock them out, and 28-13 to the Eagles in that fourth quarter. So there was a tough second, and a great first quarter from Marshawn Blackman, who's having a great season so far, who was leading the league in scoring. But 26 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists for Marshawn, and I think he's having a tremendous season so far. Another guy who deserves to be in that MVP talk, or even that first team talk so far through just these first 3 rounds. He's averaging 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. You might not know much about Marshawn. He was here in 2024 with Lakeside Lightning and had a great season then as well. And as well, a couple outs for them, and they still don't have Ben Henschel as well. There's rumours he might not be playing at all, so we'll have to see how that goes. And then, so Billy McRae in this one as well, 20 points, 4 rebounds. And then Brody England as well with 15 points, 3 rebounds. So, the Warwick Senators was pretty depleted. They had a few outs. George Pearl is out for, I think, 6 to 8 weeks, I've heard. He's actually got, I think it was a wrist. He's broken his wrist or something. So that's a tough loss for them. And then for East Perth, these guys were huge. David Aquera, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. And then Lat Mayen in his second game, 25 points and 13 rebounds. And Max Rice as well, 17 points, 5 assists and 3 steals. I guess you would have seen the Wildcats, I'd say, in your time here. And David Aquera plays for them, Lat Mayen plays for them. They're the two-headed snake that's so hard to stop right now for East Perth.
Yeah, man. I actually saw Lat. I work at Buckets, and Lat came in. I was like, dude, it's tall, man. So much size. But, man, they're going to be a problem for sure.
And then, you got Jonah Antonio as well. He only had the 9 points, but 8 rebounds, 6 assists as well for him. And Lee Roberts was out in this one. Well, he played, but only the 5 minutes, and he was having, I think, some calf issues or something. So not great as well. Giannis Demakopoulos as well only played 2 minutes in this one. So, but still looked really good. And then Huang as well, 7 points for him, 1 rebound off the bench. He was really electric in that one. So, but right now I'll quickly play my interview with Max Rice. I spoke to him after the game.
Max, the win for you in East Perth tonight here at Warwick. Going 2-1 for the season. How did you guys feel after that win?
Yeah, we're feeling really confident right now, especially after last year with the slow start. We knew it was important to come out here and get this win before a big one next week against Joondalup. We started a bit slow, got down about 15-20, and then just turned it up. And we're feeling really confident right now.
And I spoke to Coach Carl Philpo about the addition of Lat Mayen.
Yep.
And, what do you love about playing with Lat? I know it's only been 2 games, but what do you like about playing with him?
He's a great teammate, man. He's always super positive, telling me where he thinks I should go, where he thinks I'll get my best buckets. So he's great to have out there. His size is really helping us right now on the defensive end and offensively. So great pickup by Carl, and I'm super happy to be his teammate.
And as well, for Warwick, Marshawn Blackman, as we know what he can do, 30 points in his first game. He had 40 points last week in a loss as well, which is huge. Was he a big key, I guess, for you guys? And I could see, especially every on ball, you guys would kind of be doubling. Was that kind of something you were looking to do?
Yeah, so our game plan was to kind of make those other guys beat us. We were blitzing the ball screens, kind of just trying to make him give it up. And he's a great player. I think he still had about 30-something, and we were doubling him. So great player. They got a great team. They're kind of beat up with injuries right now, so they'll see better days for sure. But we're just happy we came out here with the win.
Yeah, and second year as well with East Perth.
Yeah.
You look like you're loving it. And what do you love about East Perth and Perth in general?
Yeah, I love Australia in general. There's so many good people here. We got a good family atmosphere at East Perth. And everyone I meet is just so cool. Like, Australians are the nicest people. They're all so chill. Everyone loves to drink here, so it's a good life, man.
And quickly, I noticed as well doing my homework, you played college at Boise State, and with Bing as well, who signed, and he's played in the CBA.
Yep.
And talk about kind of your role in getting Bing into the team.
Yeah, so I hit up Carl when I was back home in the off season. I was just like, this guy's looking for a spot. He doesn't count as an import. He could really help us. He's great at getting downhill, all these things. Great team player as well. And Carl trusts me. I like to look at myself as the assistant GM here at East Perth. And so, we picked him up, and I think he's been a great addition so far. And he's a viral sensation as well, so all the kids love him. And, so far, so good, I guess.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Max, and good luck as well next week. You got a good, tough one against the Wolves as well.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
So Max was great in this one, coming back for his second year in the league. So they were definitely happy with that win. And then we'll move to Southwest Slammers and the Rockingham Flames. Big win for the Flames as they get back Isaac White, 116-81. And starting with the Slammers, it was their big man Martinez with 18.6 rebounds. Devin Craig adding 8 points and 4 assists. And then Gerberwet as well, their other import, 8 points, 3 rebounds. And they've got some promising pieces. I guess it's just hopefully getting some wins together. A little bit of a tough start for them this season. But then, for the Rockingham Flames, what can you say about them? Isaac White, as we know, from the Adelaide 36ers, 34 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Blake Jones as well, the development player for Adelaide 36ers, 25 points, 21 rebounds. And then Michael Harris, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 steals. And then Mark Burkholder as well with 11 points, 4 rebounds off the bench. Such a tough team. That's another team to watch out for, I guess, the Flames. When you got someone like Isaac White and Blake Jones, Michael Harris as well. And as well, you'll get to match up with Isaac White. Are you a little bit nervous to go up against a guy like him, or are you pretty excited to take that challenge on?
Excited, man. I love going against top talent like that, man. Sees where you're at. Yeah, it's a good opportunity.
Yeah. I didn't think you were, but I thought I'd check because I know how you are. You love every challenge that comes to you. But Isaac's going to be a great, I think, matchup, and it's going to be great for you to learn from someone like him as well. So
yeah, man, excited.
Yeah. And so you got that one circled, and that was all the games on Friday, and then on Saturday as well. I was at this one, the Joondalup Wolves and the Coburn Cougars. Joondalup were pretty much in charge of this game throughout, 102-80 win for them. And both teams did really well. It was a back and forth in the second quarter. The Wolves had 30 and Coburn had 32 in this one. Caleb Davis, 18 points, 4 rebounds. Sharif Black as well, 17 points, 6 rebounds. CJ Turnage, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Hayden Collier as well with 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks as well. He's been, I think he's leading the league in blocks, definitely. And then Damon Valentine off the bench, 12 points also. And Ben Gill as well off the bench, 10 points. And the fans were out. It was huge. The crowd was crazy. And that's going to be an exciting place for you to play as well, Isaac, is the Joondalup Wolves home crowd there. They go crazy.
Yeah.
And then for Coburn, 20 points, 12 rebounds for Bradshaw. Really exciting player. If anyone wants to go see the Coburn Cougars, Joseph Bradshaw is a great player. Big, athletic, physical, And yeah, he's averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds a game. So he's definitely someone to look out for. And then also Saver Chan, 8 points, 5 rebounds. But there's some good things. This Coburn Cougars team don't have Johnny Narkle at the moment. They're missing, I think they're missing a couple more guys as well. And I've heard there might be another one on the way. But like I always say on the show, just rumours. So so we'll see. But a good win for the Wolves. And while I have the chance, I had the chance to speak to CJ Turnage after the game. So I'll pop that in right now for you guys to listen to.
CJ, huge win here in
Yes,
front
sir.
of the home crowd.
Yes, sir.
And this crowd's amazing. Had a huge fan base as always. Every year they come out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love about here at Joondalup?
Well, I've been here 5 years now, so I just love the fans. After these games, the post-game party and everything, everybody comes up to me and shows me love, shows the boys love. So just real good homie feeling.
And getting the win against Coburn. They're a tough team. They got a few outs. No Johnny Narkle, no Rowan McKenzie, but they still competed with you guys.
Absolutely. We knew we had to still respect them tonight. They're still a really good team. So, I'm sure when they get those boys back, they'll be a real good team at the end of the season.
The 14 points for you tonight, and Sharif Black coming in, getting Tay Young, and were you a big part of getting those guys to join the Wolves this year?
Yeah, me and Taylor, we spoke about playing with each other, and Sharif actually knew our coach, Lucas, so I didn't really know him, even though we're from the same place, but me and him been clicking straight away, so it's been good.
Yeah, both guys from Detroit, right?
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir.
And, at halftime, I guess you guys were pretty in a commanding lead, I guess. They did come back in that third quarter. What was the chat about in that third quarter going into the fourth to make sure you guys, really take care of them and put them out their misery, if you know what I mean?
Well, they were giving us a tough time. They were turning us over, and we were giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. So we knew if we cleaned those two things up, we could get a big lead. So that's what we did when it mattered.
CJ,
Yes,
you're a legend of the league.
Yes,
we
sir.
love having you here. And, big win for you guys. Congrats.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, sweet. So CJ was great. CJ is great to have a chat to. Always great to have his time, and I appreciate him as well after the game. I know had a lot of fans around him. They do a little party after the game for all the fans to come down and sign and have photos. So it's really good for all the fans. Good engagement. And then we'll move to the Goldfields Giants and the Lakeside Lightning. Two teams I haven't seen yet. Danny Pippin, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. And this one was at Evolution Mining Stadium in the Goldfields. Michael Jock with 20 points and 7 rebounds. Sam Vincent with 17 points, 9 rebounds. And Sam Morrow, 15 points, 4 rebounds. So a good win to them, 82 to 73. A win for the Goldfields. Corey Sherville as well, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Josh Davey, only the 4 points, but had 11 rebounds. And Liam Patterson, he's been doing really well this season. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Someone that's come up the ranks through Lakeside. I think he's been part of their junior plan, so apologies if he sees this, but he's been balling this year. And they had their new import. I'm going to ruin his name. Michael Imaragabi. I apologize. I'll have to get his pronunciation right, but a new import for them. So he came and played his first game, 8 points for him. Hopefully we see more of him. And then we'll move to the Mandurah Magic and the Eastern Suns. Eastern Suns, they've been on a tear to start the season. As another win for them, 99 to 76. And Lockie Bertram, 21 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. And quickly before I move on, you played with Lockie in our team as well in the off season, and I can't wait to see you guys go head to head as well because you're both quick guards. You both can find your own shot. You can create your own shot. You're both great passers as well. Your games are kind of alike, so that's going to be a really cool matchup. And what do you like about Lockie's game?
Man, Lockie's cold, man. He's really confident on the court. He can shoot it. And yeah, he's fun to play with and play against, man. So he's gonna be a problem this year, and he's doing his thing. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun game against him for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And as well, Jock Perry, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Ryan Blanchett as well, 14 points, 8 rebounds. So yeah, look, a couple guys still to come in. They've got Michael Dupree to come back in, former import in the league who played for the Willerton Tigers. So he's going to be exciting. I think he's in Brazil. And then also they've got from Matt Kenyon, from the Adelaide 36ers as well. So he wasn't there. So tough for them when they get those guys. I think they'll be clicking. So watch out for them, even though they haven't won a game. And then for the Suns, Taranda Smith as well, 19 points, 5 rebounds for him. Joe Cook-Green, the 16 points, 8 assists. Marley Sam, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And someone that not many people know about, Jesse Pollock, 29 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. And I think he was 7 from 10 from the three-point line or something. 7 from 11, 63% was it? Yeah. And for people that don't know who Jesse is, Jesse has been around the basketball scene for a long time. Played juniors and D-League and has been part of the East Perth Eagles. That's where I met him when I was, around the East Perth Eagles, and didn't really get lots of a chance to play there. So I moved up the hill to the Suns and, 17 minutes as well, Isaac, 29 points. So, that's a great game and for an up-and-coming player, I guess. I guess props to him and, maybe we'll see something like that from Jesse as well. So congratulations to him on that big game. He'll remember that one. Great win from the Suns, building confidence. They are looking good this season, especially addition of Taranda Smith as well. And then the Geraldton Buccaneers, which is the first time we get to see the Geraldton Buccaneers, is they didn't play round 1. Round 2, they had a bye. They had the Hawks and beating them by 10, 101-91 at Active West Stadium. And they got to put their banner up as well from their championship last year. Verl Williams in this one, lead scoring for his Gero Bucks, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. Verl Williams, Liam Hunt, my bad, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, Verl Williams played the whole 40 minutes, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. And then it was great to see this guy back in action. It's the first time he's been in the league for a couple of years. Devondrick Walker, 20 points, 7 rebounds. I think his first bucket was like a really deep 3. So I don't know if you saw that, Isaac. But, so it's incredible to have him back in the league. And then also their other import, Josh Banks as well. That was his first game also. So the 15 points for him. And Matt Wandenberg, 8 points also. So another team to watch out for. They're the defending champions. I don't know if you've been to Geraldton yet, but it's kind of like, I feel like it's like Joondalup, but, extra because their whole city, the whole town, gets to Gero and they cheer on their team. So that's going to be an exciting game for you. And, hopefully you're excited to face the Bucks at home.
Yeah, man. They're a great team, one of the top teams. It's gonna be a fun matchup for sure.
And as I said, happy to see Devondrick back in the league also. That's great. So 25 minutes for him, 20 points, 7 rebounds. Very good night for him. That's all the games that I've got. But for round 3. But before we go to round 4, I have a bit of a debate on my hand. I've had to go back to someone and a good, very, very good friend of mine. He's over in the UK right now. Austin Rebel. You'll know Austin. He also played in our team for
big
for the Rhino Classic.
Yeah.
And that's it. And a great guy. He's one of my best mates. And I said to him just before I was recording with you, I said, I need your help with the player of the week. And there was 3 players that I have gone for, and I've had to pick one. So I had Blake Jones. He had that big 25 points and 21 rebounds. We had for Isaac White, my bad, as well with a huge, I think 34. Sorry, I should have had it up ready, but huge game for him. And then I've brought in Tayshaun Cherry, 36 points, in the win in OT. And I watched a lot of his highlights. Tayshaun is our guy. And maybe there might be a little bias because he's a good friend of the show. But I'm going to give it to Tayshaun. I think you would have seen him play He's an incredible player. Had some highlight plays, so I think he had a tremendous game. And a stat sheet, he really stuffed the stat sheet. So he's going to be our base compression player of the week. So a big congrats to him. I'm super pumped for him, as I know we spoke about it. He wants to really get in that top 5, the NBL1 West first team. So sorry it had to be against you guys though.
Yeah,
Isaac.
I know, but it'll be all right.
You'll get over it. It's all good. But yeah, that was a very, very big round. A lot of great games. And it's rare that I have a really, 3 guys that I can't pick between. But I've gone for Tayshaun, so congrats to him. And we'll go straight into the games for next week. And we've got first up, Friday, April 17th, in round 4 at Belmont Oasis and Leisure Centre, the home of the Redbacks. They call it the Web. Your Redbacks boys taking on the Warwick Senators. As I said, a depleted team, but they've got McRae, they've got Marshawn Blackman, who I have so much, I feel like he's having an amazing season, and a great coach, Coach Cooper. This is going to be a great test for you guys. I don't know I guess you'll watch more film of them this week, but what do you think you guys have to do to hopefully get the win against Warwick, and especially against your with your home crowd as well?
Man, just play our game, stick to our plan, play the way that we want to play, and just, get stops. We got to just keep it simple and just do what we do best and play to our strengths, really. Yeah.
Yeah. So, a really young team. They've been, going deep in their bench as well, with a few outs. That's going to be a really exciting game. I would love to get down to it. I think I'm commentating, but I have to double check. I think I'm doing this game. Next up, Arena Joondalup. The Joondalup Wolves taking on the East Perth Eagles. This is going to be a massive game. One, because Taylor Young going up against his old team in the East Perth Eagles, now with the Joondalup Wolves. So that's going to be a huge game, 8:30. I really don't know who to pick because both these teams, as you know, Isaac, they're both top 5 teams. And CJ Turnage, amazing player. Caleb Davis does his thing. Tay does his thing. This is going to be a hard one to pick, but I love David. I think David and Lat have unlocked something. They're really good friends. They played on the Wildcats together. I think if they can both have big games, I think they'll get the win. But I think if Joondalup somehow know how to shut them down somehow, I think they can have a really good chance. They've got some bucket getters as well, especially with Sharif Black also. This is going to be tough. Taylor's going to be mad at me. Sharif's going to be mad. CJ, they won't want to come on the show again, but I think I'm going to go with East Perth. What do you think?
That's a toss-up, man. I don't even know. I don't know. Tough.
That's all right. If you want to stick on the fence, that's all good.
Yeah, I'm on the fence.
Yeah, okay. But that's going to be a really good one to see. So if you want to get down, to Arena Joondalup, anyone listening, definitely, that's going to be a cracker of a game. And then we have the Lakeside Lightning and the Coburn Cougars. I guess 2 teams that are middle table, and both teams have won a game, so they love to win another and climb the ladder. This is going to be tough. Lakeside are looking good. Josh Davey is always. They call him chairman of the boards now. But Coburn, I really like their squad. I think they've got some good pieces. As I said, they won't have Johnny Narkle, I don't think. But what I saw at Joondalup, there's some good signs. So I'm going to go for Coburn Cougars, but I think it's going to be a close one at Lakeside.
Yeah. Yeah. Lakeside got a sneaky team, bro. They got some pieces. Coburn's just dangerous when people are on, so it's hard. Yeah, but yeah, Coburn looks like the team for sure.
Yeah, and then the Eastern Suns taking on the Southwest Slammers at Rail and Sports Centre, 8:30 p.m. Yeah, the Slammers, look, they've got some young pieces. They've got a couple of imports in Jalen Martinez, and I think they'll hold their own. But I think the Suns this season have been like really clicking. They're undefeated. So Willerton, Jero, Eastern Suns, and Joondalup, they're all undefeated. Slammers have won one game, but yeah, I'm going for the Suns in this one. They're actually really clicking right now.
Suns are a really good team, man. They're dangerous.
So we got them, and then on Saturday you got a few games as well. Doubleheader for your boys as well, which we'll talk about. Willerton Tigers and the Mandurah Magic. That's a good one. I'm going with Willerton. I'll go with Willerton. I don't know when Matt Kenyon's coming in. Do not know. I feel like if Matt Kenyon is there, and also Michael Dupree, better chance that way better chance that they get a win against the Tigers, and it'll be a good start. Well, a good first game for Mike Dupree against his old team. But if both of them aren't here, then I'm gonna go with Willerton. I'm gonna go with the Tigers.
That's a sleeper. Mandurah nice, man. They're a decent team.
Yep.
I don't know. When they got all their pieces, I don't know. Yeah. That's a toss-up for sure.
Yeah, that's okay. And also the Southwest Slammers taking on the Jero Bucks. Yeah, at Eaton Rec Centre. That's a tough travel for Jero, but yeah, I think Jero have that one pretty easy. No disrespect, but that's a championship caliber team. They've got some big pieces. That's going to be a tough weekend for the Slammers, definitely.
Yeah, Jero for sure. For sure, that's easy.
Yeah. And also the Perry Lakes Hawks and the Lakeside Lightning. Yeah, as you said, you like Lightning. You think they've got a really good squad. They do. Perry Lakes, they've got some guys there. Cam Hufner as well. Because he loves to shoot. I think he's shooting about 33s a game or something like that. And he likes to get them up. And they do like to get their threes up. And it is at Bendat. So I feel bad going against Lakeside, but this is a toss-up as well. I don't know who to pick in this one, but I'm just going to go with the home team in this one, Isaac.
Home court advantage.
Yeah, that's about it. That's the only thing that separates them, I guess, right now. And then the Coburn Cougars and the Perth Redbacks. A very, very good matchup for you and your guys, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can take some of that confidence from... I know in the loss, but there should be a lot of confidence, I guess, that you can compete with the best teams in the league. I feel like if you guys play somewhat of how you did, I think you can really get this one against Coburn. I really think you guys can get it, especially at Wally Hagan. So it is a toss-up, but as I said, if you guys play your way and how you did on the weekend, I think you get this win pretty not easily, but comfortably in a way.
Yeah, we just got to learn from our mistakes and just play with confidence and just play with that chip on our shoulder. We'll be good for sure.
Yeah, and then as well, last game of the round, the Goldfields Giants and the Rockingham Flames. Look, Goldfields are really good. This is actually in Kalgoorlie as well, so tough travel for the Flames. And we always put travel into it because it is a long journey. But Goldfields have some really good pieces in Danny Pippin and Michael Jock, and even Sam Vincent as well. But Rocco, I really can't go against Rocco, and they're tough.
Yeah.
Isaac White, Michael Harris, Blake Jones, and then even Tevin Jackson, I guess, is still, I think, is waiting to suit up for them as well. But there's a lot of positives from this Flames team, and I can't go against them right now. So in this one, I think Flames will get that comfortably away.
Yeah, for sure. They'll handle that.
They'll handle that. Yeah, but and then also my bad is we haven't really had Sunday games for a while. But Mandurah taking on the Geraldton Buccaneers at Mandurah Aquatic and Rec Centre. Wow. Yeah, I don't know who to go for in this one. But like I said, I feel like if they have Michael Dupree, which I've heard there's a chance he's here. And then, not sure why Matt Kenyon's not here, especially his teammates playing for Rocco. So, this is a toss-up, but I'm going to go Gero in this one. They do have a lot of travel this weekend, but mostly in the southwest, so that's okay. So, I'm going with Gero in this one. I'm going for them to keep them undefeated, Isaac.
Yeah. Mandurah's good, man. Don't sleep. Yeah, they're a good team. Just don't sleep.
Yeah. Don't sleep on them. And that's, on Sunday, midday. As I said, Mandurah Aquatic and Rec Centre. And, all the games. That's it for round 4 coming up. And remember, download the NBL1 app. You can check out all the games, videos, standings, news, as well. Quickly before, especially that's Redbacks news, I guess, being Annalise Maley, 65 points. I don't know if maybe you saw the end of the game.
Yeah.
You would have been getting ready for your game, but what an accomplishment. 65 points in a game from her. And then have you ever had, a 50-piece or a 60-piece or anything like that in your career?
When I was a kid, man, AAU, I had 50 one time. My career high in JUCO was, I think, 45, and then college was 39, I think. So, but 65 is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
65 is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess it's great for the fans, and it was in a close matchup as well, so it would have been a really exciting night in the web on the weekend. So, that's as I said, for listeners, that's everything. And Isaac, man, I really appreciate your time. It's great to have you on the show. And like I said, I'm really happy you're doing your thing and you're part of the squad. You've really made an impact. And hopefully you can continue to grow and keep helping your team. Hopefully get some more wins for this season.
For sure, man. Hey, thank you for having me, man. Appreciate everything that you're doing and love what you're doing, and you keep going, bro.
No worries, Isaac. I appreciate it, man. And as well for the listeners, get down and watch the Redbacks this weekend and check them out. And as well, I saw you're at Bunnings as well, which is a huge tradition.
Man.
With the sausages and the snags. So it was great to see you down there as well, putting in the work.
Yeah, man. I'm becoming more Australian every day, bro.
Yeah. But Isaac, man, I really appreciate it. Great to have you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for having me, bro.
No worries, man. And for the listeners, that's it for this week. Huge show. It was really great to talk to our guests. And like I said, shout out to our sponsors. And can't wait for this round this weekend coming up. And we'll see you guys next week to talk round 4 and round 5. We'll see you then.